So final policy question. Tell me how One Nation views abortion.
Well, I don't speak on behalf of the party because I don't know that One Nation has a position on abortion. We don't have a position on everything or a policy on everything. I know Pauline has told me herself that she doesn't favour any change to the abortion laws. Mm-hmm. And what I see is the need to protect life. It's a very difficult argument for many people. I understand that. It's just like marriage is or homosexual marriage is a very difficult issue for a lot of people. Abortion, a woman has a right to do with her body what she needs to do with her body, but her decisions must be well informed. And that's the part that people don't get right now. The information is not there. It's not balanced information. And also, once someone is conceived inside a womb, then there's another entity that needs to be protected.
Yes.
So we need to protect the mother. We also need to protect the new life.
Yeah.
And so there are many people right now who don't have kids and who would love to have kids. So I can't see the sense in killing, especially in any time, let alone when there's such a demand for babies.
Yeah.
So to me, abortion violates the sanctity of life. But I can see the need for it under certain circumstances. Someone's life's threatened, a mother's life is threatened or something like that.
Okay. So what you said was that a woman has a right to autonomy, to determine what happens to her own body. And I get that. I think the my body, my choice argument is an argument that I resonate with on one level, and that is the libertarian argument. I agree. Government has absolutely no right to tell a woman or a man what to do with their body. Mm-hmm. The second thing you stated, of course, was that there is a second person there, another body there following conception. And government's role, although limited, must include protection of its citizens, protection of people against evil, whether it's domestic or international. That's why we have police forces and armies, and that's why we give the government authority and a justice system, because we're ultimately looking for a just society where everybody's treated equally with dignity. And so I think where that argument boils down, and perhaps you agree, is that one side sees a human life from conception, and another one sees something different. I'm not sure what, because I don't relate to that view. But
well, perhaps I can illustrate with a story. There are some people, I think in Victoria, now advocating the aborting of people within 3 months after being born. And I mention that to friends, and they go, hang on, after birth? That's not an abortion, that's murder. I said, precisely.
That's right.
So what's the difference between at birth, after birth, and just before birth? Because that's what they're also advocating, killing a fetus just before it's born.
That's right.
And that happens in some cases.
It's just another stage of development.
So are they suddenly human when they're born?
Yeah.
I don't see that. I see it before birth. And then is it 2 days before birth? Is it 3 months before birth? Is it 6 months before birth? Is it 9 months before birth at the moment of conception? You define it for me. You know, that's what we need to say to people. Absolutely. When is a human not a human?
But if we're pursuing this ideologically, we've already surrendered an argument to irrationality and relativism. Facts, evidence, data, and empirical data needs to be used in this. And biologists, embryologists, and geneticists all agree conclusively on when human life begins. There's no ideological perspective needed if we just use facts as the basis for our deliberations. All life begins at conception.
I'm not going to argue with you.
I so thoroughly appreciate your generosity with your time in coming on the show today.
You're welcome.
It's really great to get to know you and to get to know one of One Nation's senators in Australia, the Senator for Queensland, Malcolm Roberts.
Thank you.
It's been a great pleasure having you, and I hope you come back and tell us a bit more about yourself and other policies another day.
Happy to, David.